How na day now, my people? I hope you're doing alright. It's quite a long time I came online, like even posting videos due to my tight schedule. It's not really easy for me. So if you just have any question, you just comment on the comment section. But for the meantime, I'll be, reading some questions or some comments. Some persons who might be following me on YouTube, but they send me a direct message on Facebook. I did a video yesterday, live video yesterday on Facebook, and on TikTok, where I explained some of the questions, some people have been asking me on the comment section. Some people send me direct DM, I've been answering those questions. So now I'll be reading out some of those questions today, and I'll be doing it like from maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour. Then we'll call it a day. So I'll just be reading any question. And if you have any comments on the comment section, I don't know whether on the comment section. If you have any comment on the comment section, you just comment and I'll be glad to answer any question you have related to, travel. This is our travel worker. So the thing done, they really the tie rapper, but no how, we still, they overcome any problem where they face. So if you have any question, and one of the most questions people keep asking me all the time is, they're waiting for the attestation letter. Now before you apply for, before you apply for your visitor visa, or sorry, your student visa. What the wrong is this? Before you apply for your student visa, that your student visa, make sure even your document is complete. Make sure you collect that attestation letter. Why? Because they really need it to, verify that your admission before they give you that your visa or make final decision on that your visa. In a situation whereby you go submit that application without submitting that attestation letter, now voila. So I don't know why people they always rush. Why I'm even doing this video or why I brought up this topic is simply because of one of my follower. He contacted me and was telling me like, see, they denied him his visa. When he ordered his GCMS note, it was that he did not submit his attestation letter. Because of this new rules and regulation they brought in now, they reduced the percentage of international students coming to school in Canada by 35%. So since they brought that rule, they brought that also another rule, like you must have to provide your attestation letter from your school. Your school needs to provide the attestation letter to verify that, okay, you got admission from that school and you're among those number of 35, those number of quarter of students they gave admission for that province. Each province have their own number of students they are giving admission. So you need to submit that attestation letter. Even your bank statement don't complete, your everything don't complete, you need to get that attestation letter. And I think they said they will start giving that attestation letter some schools. I don't know for that province. I think from 31st of May. So all you just have to do, contact your school, tell them to give you that attestation letter before you setting any application. It is very important too. It is very important. It is very important. Now, I say my talk first before I start to read out some of the questions where people don't they ask me about this travel worker. I'll be reading out some of the questions here, and if you have any question, make it just, I don't know whether on this, on the comment section. I hope I on the comment section. If you have any question, you just comment, and I'll be glad to answer any question you have. Please, I've been trying. This guy said, what is his name? Owerri native chicken. Owerri native kitchen. Please, I've been trying to apply for my GCMS notes now, but I can't apply. I really did a video on that on how to apply for GCMS notes. Some persons now might be watching me live and like, I don't know what is this GCMS note I'm talking about. GCMS note is that note the visa officer will give you. That is your rejection letter. All those letters where they see where they give you. For instance, now somebody visa, they denied somebody's visa, maybe visitor visa or student visa. They deny you that visa. Now you see that rejection letter they give you. All those things automated later. And I could explain all these things, how the thing they be. Why you need to order their GCMS notes. And I also did a video on that here already. I send link on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook channel. If you're following me on Facebook, the video there, just search for how to order your GCMS note. They have the paid one and the free one. Both on my YouTube channel, you just go search how to order your GCMS note. This GCMS note will give you the main reason why they deny you that visa. Because there are millions of people applying for this student visa or visitor visa, all this visa every day by day. Millions of people applying this thing. I don't expect visa officers saying that then they do this thing. No be visa officer, they do all these things. Now AI, they do all these things. Garbage in, garbage out, artificial intelligence, data analytics. Now then they run all these things. You understand? And all those later they generate, now just automated later. If you want to know the real reason why they deny that visa, now through that your GCMS note, you have to order that your GCMS note. I'm just trying to explain what GCMS note before I'll tell you how to order. So you have to order that your GCMS note to know the main reason why they deny you that visa. You understand? And now you might be asking, say, okay, what is this GCMS note or how does it work? I'll give you instance why I told you that I need to order your GCMS note to know the main reason why they deny that visa. A friend of mine on Facebook, they deny him his visa, when he applied for his visa. So the reason why when they generated that is normal rejection letter, the automated letter, they said you are not satisfied that you leave Canada after your study due to you don't have that financial capability of taking care of yourself here in Canada. And the guy checked his statement of account. He provided the money that is even way above what they even asked him to provide. And secondly, the statement of account was arranged in such a way that will convince the visa officer. That is to say, for each month, okay, I was working in my country and this is what, see the proceed of my work. Every month, at the end 50,000, or every month I'm earning 1 million naira. So I arranged it for 6 months and he was up to the standard for that bank statement and they still denied him that visa. Why? Because they say they were not satisfied that he was going to leave the country due to his financial capability. When I look at the rejection letter, I asked him to go order his GCMS note. When he ordered his GCMS note, although he used the sponsor's account, so when he ordered his GCMS note, they were like, okay, you provided a bank statement that, no, normally the bank statement was correct and the money that was inside was okay. But did not tell us what your sponsor was doing. She understand? You did not tell us what your sponsor was doing, how this money came about. She understand? So that is why they denied him that visa. Assuming that he did not order that his GCMS note, he just say, okay, they denied me this visa due to incapability of taking care of myself here in Canada. So let me just add up the money, even given the fact that I have more than enough to fund out my trip here in Canada. So he decided to maybe let's add up another money without ordering that his GCMS note to know the main reason why they denied him that visa. He can't go do it. They will still deny him that visa. You understand? They will keep denying you that visa except you order that GCMS note to know the main reason why they denied that visa. Then you can tackle this issue and you apply them again. The thing go easy. You see this travel of 18, this visa of 18, it's easy if you just follow the due procedure. Like some person now with the Africa now, even me with the Africa that year, the thing they even do me. Do they agree do research? We Africans, we don't like doing research. That is our problem. We know they like to do research. And our problem we always get agent, what those agent come to use and the chop office for our head. You go see agent, you don't go open office, put map of Africa, put map of the world. You don't think say don't go the whole world. You don't go anywhere, my brother. Some of them say now here they just come, they ask information from people who don't even there to apply for this visa. You understand? So I urge you to, if you don't know what the meaning of GCMS is or they deny you your visa, you need to order your GCMS note before go talk to apply them again. And if you want to order your GCMS note, I did a video on that already on how to order your GCMS note. You just go to my page, you just type for how to order your GCMS note and you order them, both the paid one and the free one. Anyone way if you do, you will just order them, then order your GCMS note, then check the real reason before you start to apply that your visa again. I'll be reading other questions, maybe 2 or 3 then. And if you have any question, make just the comments for the comment section so that you smoke the legal ganja in Canada. What is this guy saying? You smoke the legal ganja in Canada. What is this one? I don't know. Which one is legal ganja again? Hi. Now wow. Which one is legal ganja? Syrup C. I don't know what is legal ganja, my brother. Which one is legal ganja? So I'll be reading other questions out and if you have any questions, just comment on the comment section. Let me see. This guy said, I just graduated, sir. What is the way forward with the whole restriction right now with international students? Then you see, there is this misconception. There is this misconception about, these new laws they brought in. And I did a video on that already, and I will explain these things again. You see, some persons now have had news like from maybe the shores of Africa or anywhere around the world that are not in Canada here. They say they brought in this rule that if you're an undergraduate now, if you finish school here, no work permits for you. Now lie be that. Now lie. I don't know why. I don't know where all this news is coming from, all this misconception. Let me clarify the air now. You see, they brought in 3 laws, and I'll be explaining those 3 rules. The first rule states that if you are coming here to study in Canada in a private university or a private college or a private university that is affiliated with a public university, you are not eligible for work permit here. That's postgraduate work permit if you are done studying. You are only eligible for postgraduate work permit if you are going for a public university or a public college, anything that has to do with a public school, whether not university or this thing, college. The second rule states that as of what is it called? They say in few weeks to come, that this one that does, they don't have that specific date. They say in few weeks to come, they said normally, in Canada here, you can actually, if you're an undergraduate here, or maybe you're coming on a diploma or any course, maybe diploma, undergraduate, master's, PhD, you're eligible to come with your spouse, apply for your spouse, or maybe you're already in the country and you're an undergraduate student, international student, you're eligible to come to invite your spouse to come and join you here, and they will come on open work permit. You understand? But now the new states that is this, their new rules and regulations states that as an undergraduate, you are coming for an undergraduate or a diploma, you are not eligible to come with your spouse again. It simply means say you wey dey carry your wife come in as a student, or you wey dey carry your husband come in as a student, you no go fit dey carry them come in again. Why? Because they don't block that road now, except say you been master student, and for specific courses, some specific courses, that is some professional courses like all those doctor, nurses, that you're coming on a PhD, or you dey come on masters, then you're eligible to come with your spouse into the country. But for now, they never put any specific date. So if you don't set in your application, say you be student here, you dey watch me live, say you dey for Canada here, or you dey Nigeria, and your visa don already comot, you fit still dey set in your application, make your spouse come join you here, or make you carry your spouse come. For now, they never talk anything about that. They just say in a few weeks to come, they will have to stop that for international students who are undergraduate or doing any college course for here. And now the third rule states that normal, if you are coming here to study a 1-year program, they'll give you 1 year postgraduate work permit. If you study 2-year program, they'll give you 3 years postgraduate work permit. Now, this thing itself is beneficial to those ones who they even study 1-year program here. You understand? Normal now, if you come here to study a 1-year program, instead of giving you a 1-year postgraduate work permit, they'll give you a 3 years postgraduate work permit. You understand? Now, if you are studying a 2-year program, they'll give you a 3-year postgraduate work permit. So you go even benefit those ones wey dey come wey no too get money to come dey do all those 4-year course or 5-year course or 2-year course. Say they just get money to do only 1-year course, or probably say they don't study for their country. They just want find route to come here, come get permanent residency. They just decide to say make they come to international students. They just come do 1-year course. They will be eligible to get 3 years postgraduate work permit. Then you go come dey apply for your PR if you don't work for like 6 months. And mind you, if they say that they give you like 3 years postgraduate work permit, no mean say make you go dey do any kind adubo course. You can't come here and say political science you want to study, say because they don't give you 3 years postgraduate work permit. I don't know how you won't go get, whether you won't come become politician for Canada here to come and say want to study political science. You find courses that are lucrative and the job market is readily available. Courses in the health sector, all those healthcare aid, or the IT, those data analytics, cyber security, or you find on those business IT related courses like management information system or business analytics. My brother Kelvin, this one he does the laugh. You get any question for me? Make you just stone am to answer you. This one he just does the laugh. They go. I mean, they smoke legal ganja. They make you the laugh. Now the legal ganja they make you laugh, my brother. You understand? So you just find courses where you go do, where you go finish. Because I've seen instance say somebody he did a 2-year program in political science here in Canada for this thing. What is it called? 2-year program for college, political science. She understand. You do and finish. Can't get work now, wahala. To get work now, wahala. The 3 years didn't give them a lapse. She understand. So you don't want a situation whereby you come into the country, you can't finish school because of say the school course we study. You know if you freely find work there, the 3 years didn't give you go come expire. You go come make you go fit apply for your this thing. Permanent residency, because you're eligible for permanent residency if you already graduated from school here in Canada with maybe a 1-year course here in Canada. Then you have worked for at least 1 year or maybe 6 months. Then you'll be eligible to apply for postgraduate work permit. For permanent residency. In a situation whereby you don't get 1 year study here for Canada and they don't give you 3 years postgraduate work permit, you are not able to find work within that 3 years. My brother, it's hard for you to apply that your permanent residency. So if you want come here, come study, at least make you find course where you go study. Where if you enter the country, before you go close eye, open them, you don't get work for year before you even graduate. And if you want me to recommend to you for IT field, you will look to go for data analytics, or if you go for health sector, you will look to go for healthcare aid. Now so the matter be. Bro, I finished my secondary school 2 years ago. Please, they are near affordable school. You know what I want to advise you now? If you're watching me, Kelvin. Okay, let me answer this question. Kevin, hold on. Let me answer this question first before this. What do you think about project? Project management, a very nice course. You understand? Project management is a very nice course. But I don't know whether I don't know whether you're going for masters or you're going for first degree. Because I think project management is now I don't know whether they have that entry level for those companies. Why? Because you see project management now one kind, all those management level for any company where they go. So you get some courses where they go for, you need to start from an entry level. I don't know whether I understand what I mean. Like you need to start from an entry level. You understand? For you to go for this project management, you go simply mean say maybe you don't do your first degree before, you know, your masters you won't come do. Then you go come, after you finish your masters, before you come dey apply. Because I don't know, shall have to do my own research, but project management na very good course. But I doubt whether they go you go fit start from the basic level to say once start dey do project management for any company, may they employ you. Say if you just be newbie, you don't have any experience, you just want to start with, come go apply for job, may they give you any job for any company. Let's say for instance any oil company or any health sector, may you come become project, come dey handle project for there. You don't get experience to get that kind of job. Now very good course, but I don't know whether they have that entry level like maybe other IT course like data analytics. You say you finish your data analytics as a fresh graduate now, you feel apply for entry level. You understand? No, understand it's not the talk. So you just do your own research, but for that your course, project management, a very good course. In fact, if you even study IT, they do any most IT courses like data analytics, cyber security, information technology. This project management are one of the courses where you need to even do, because after that your level entry, you go dey graduate, they go again when you reach to come become that project management level where you go reach to occupy for that company, and everywhere go good for you. So the course is a very nice course, but just do your own research to know whether they get entry level for this project management course. You understand? Now, bro, I finished my secondary school 2 years ago. Please, are there affordable schools to study nursing? There are affordable schools here to study nursing in Canada. But one thing I want to advise you for this nursing matter be say, if you want to go do nursing in a college, that is down, they call them LPN, that is laboratory nurse. You understand? Then if you come in university, you want to do nurse, then now they call registered nurse. If you finish, you go become registered nurse. So this thing are level by level. So one thing I want to advise you is that nursing a very sweet course, and the thing is that it is scalable. That is to say, you go fit dey graduate from, maybe start from laboratory nurse, you enter practical nurse, you go dey enter travel nurse, all those entrepreneur nurse. As you dey go, they satisfy yourself, you dey do certification, you dey go up, they go. But my brother, if you dey come this country, wey be Canada, and now you wan come sponsor yourself, I just dey talk from experience. Now you wan come sponsor yourself for here, nursing, I no go advise you make go for nursing for now. You might decide to say, well, still to say maybe you love that nursing. What I go advise you make you do be say, you feel use maybe healthcare aid, since you just graduate from secondary school and a health course you won't come do here, and a nurse you won't come do. Start from healthcare aid, and I go explain for you why they tell you so. If you do healthcare aid 1 year course, if you finish them, you apply for work. Healthcare aid, their job there, they've large. Like before they even finish, you don't give you job. Don't apply for your PR. You understand? If you finish that healthcare aid for 1 year, then you apply for your postgraduate work permit. You get your postgraduate work permit, then you go apply for that, your PR. Once you get your PR, then before you can go back to go to study nursing. Why? Because if you come Canada here, say now you won't come to sponsor yourself for Canada here. You see nursing, like for instance, University of Manitoba, nursing they very hectic, like they very tedious. Like the thing the coursework is too much in a situation whereby you go just there for school, they always they study. You no go even get time to even work safe. You understand? And if you can't see the situation where you say one they skip class, go they work, your grade go they suffer. The money where they even the hustle say once they pay your rent or anything, you go see say no go even do it to pay your tuition fee. And you go see say frustration don't they enter. I get many friends here will come here in the mindset of say they want to study nurse for here for Canada. But when they enter, the coursework was too much for them, and the tuition fee was around 20,000, 21,000. And to the work, where you want the work, they pay your tuition fee, where other students fee do, like students where they may be IT department or other health related course. Now what they fee do due to say their coursework not too much. They fit work, they take up their bills here. But you when they study nursing, your coursework too much. You could imagine when others go they do 24 credits, they do 30 credits with practical project, they do this one, they do this one. No time for you to save up money to pay that tuition fee. And if you not pay your tuition fee, they go shut down your portal after the first semester. Simply means say you no go feel register for second semester. And if that one can't happen, it simply means say you don't the out of status as an international student. You don't violate your immigration, status for here. You understand? So if you say you get backbone from home, say okay, they want to sponsor you from home. Confirm I go advise you make you go for that program nursing as you just the enter. But if you say now you want to support yourself here, I beg, just calm down. Just can't waste your money, make you go hook for road. You understand? Just go do like health related course. If you do a health related course like healthcare aid for 1 year, you apply for a permanent residency, you get a permanent residency, then you can't go back to school, go study nursing as a permanent resident. The money will come there very less for you, safe. Because as a citizen here, as a permanent resident here for Canada, you pay around 5,000 or 6,000 or approximately maybe 7,000 Canadian dollar. But international students, they pay around 25,000 Canadian dollar here for Canada, depending on the school. But on average, like 20,000 Canadian dollar for university. But for colleges, if they see around maybe 15, 16, maybe all those Niagara college, if they see 15, 16,000 Canadian dollar. So if now you dey sponsor yourself, in fact, up to the extent say person one get yourself for this my apartment here. Now my parents they sponsor her from Nigeria due to the exchange rate and everything. They couldn't keep up with that, that expensive. They tell us more, see as the matter be. Frustration don't come enter. She understand. So the girl no can really, know how she want to do this thing. So to avoid all those frustration, you come for courses where say if you study sharp, get work, then apply for your permanent residency before you kick in, start the study that nursing for here. Can I get a with just a course certification improve? I don't get what you mean by Abalogu. Can I get just a course certification in project? You see, as I said earlier, you see this project management. Project management is very vast. Let's say, for instance, now I'm into data analytics. Now I don't do data analytics. I don't go. Maybe I don't enter at the work for one company now. Like I enter through entry level. As an entry level now, I don't work for several years now. I can't do certification. Maybe I don't do certification to apply. I can't go for data architect. I can't go. There are some certification I go do before I can reach that project management level. You understand why I be say I don't manage project like the company get one project where they want to do. Now maybe they manager now. Now maybe they manage that project. I go don't do some certification before I go come fit manage that project. So what I'm trying to tell you is that before I go into those project management level, for my own understanding. For instance, now let's say you just started from data analytics. You don't do data analytics, or you do cybersecurity as an entry data level analyst or as an entry cybersecurity for any company. You don't do them now. Some certification where you go enter, reach that level. But some people they go study project. This project management now focus on your own for university. You understand? But I don't know. I doubt whether they finish that course as an undergraduate with that experience. They just can't go enter company, become project manager. I don't just know whether that one day possible. So you just have to do your own research. Make I not just go talk too much, which I don't know. Why they shout, oh my God, okay, my brother, no fear, nothing stop. Nothing stop. Like you go even do it to your own advantage. That nursing way won't come. I hope now you won't study nursing. That nursing way won't come study. You go because I have a friend here, now my church member. She understand. He came into Canada, he did healthcare aid 1 year. As he finished, he applied for postgraduate work permit. He work, apply for PR, he gets PR. Now he can't they go back to school. And the thing can't even they flange you. Normal say, you don't get certification as healthcare aid. You don't even need to stress yourself and work too much. You don't gather that tuition fee for a whole year for nothing. You just the flange, you just focus on your book. And the good thing is say, as an international student, we be saying a full time if you they do for Canada here, as a permanent residency or as a citizen here, if you they do part-time, if you they do part-time course, you understand? So that you're not saying now, if you say okay, as you don't get your permanent residency, you won't come to do based on saying a part-time, make you come and just the work, the flange. So I always advise you say if you won't come school for years, it's not nothing, just think back, calm down. Do another health related course so that you will feel easily go back and go there easy for you if you even can't get admission for that nursing. Why? Because you don't get background for health related course, which is healthcare aid. Then everywhere go surgery for you. Now so the matter be. I don't just know what in this my guy just come write for me say the smoke ganja for Canada here. I'll be reading other questions and we'll be rounding up for the day for like I'll go like let's say maybe I just the go share. This guy said, if I move to another school with less tuition fee and offer postgraduate work permit, should I use the same study for my new school? Because the old school name is still... Okay, what this guy is trying to say is, engineering too, a very nice course. Engineering, depending on your kind of engineering, where you want to go. If you want to study maybe petroleum engineering or chemical engineering, then I advise you make you look into schools for Alberta, because if you talk of oil or gas for Canada here, now Alberta, that province called Alberta. Now just the chop life for oil company and all those this thing. But if you want to look into say one study engineering, main engineering, like they look into mechanical engineering, automotive engineering, transport engineering. She understand all those things that has to do with transport or mechanic. She understand. But anything chemical engineering or petroleum engineering, make you just look into a better, because now that their place the best place for you to go there, go study engineering course. And engineering is a very good course, very nice course. So you go understand. A very good course. Construction engineering, any kind of engineering where you want to do it. So if now wait till say your head still carrying, it is okay for you to study. Okay, this guy is trying to talk about change of school. I did a live video yesterday on my YouTube and on my TikTok where I was talking about change of school. It is very possible for you to change school. Now, if let's say for instance now Kevin Okeke now I was already applied for nursing for Canada here, and he never come, maybe he can't listen to this my advice now, can't say see as this thing they go now saying don't really get admission, and don't get visa, how you won't come do this thing. You know they too late. The easy thing where you go just do be say, since you never come the country, or maybe say you don't even enter the country. This thing, there are two ways to go with this kind of situation. Let's say, for instance, now you don't get your visa and you dey your home country, you never come, and maybe your school they resume in 3 or 4 months to come. What thing I go advise you go do? We don't get your visa, we dey your home country, and you no want do that course where you think say you want do. Let's say maybe not even nothing. The course where they even give you, you look and say now no what you want do. You just want come here, can't do 1 year course. You understand? You will start applying to schools from that your home country. Apply to schools where you want really know say you want do. So that when you get that admission, you can't come into the country, carry on with for soft copy. I know they say make can come for hard copy. Make you no go reach port of entry. They can't they see with 2 admission letter. They can't they say how far my guy. What till they use 2 admission letter do? Maybe they no come over you, come will you they go back your country. No be a portion. So you go just get admission, take them for soft copy, come into the country. Once you just they reach here, instead of you now to go, they go to your school where you don't be used, get your visa. There was no point going to that school. What you just do, you just go to your IRCC portal with web form, and I don't already do that video for my YouTube channel, how to transfer from one school to another using your web form. I don't do the video, so just go there, search for how to transfer school from using your web form. So what you go just do be say, for that web form, that link, you click the link, you just put in your DLI number for that new school where they go. You understand? With the web form there, you just put in the DLI number and your student number for that new school. I even did I gave a small letter, like the format of the letter where you go write. So you just go there, just edit your own, put your name there, put your student's number and everything with the DLI number for that your new school. Then you just submit, then you'll be good to go. Then there's no point going to that your school where you don't use, apply and get your visa. What you just do now, just to go register with that new school where you don't get, and you'll be good to go. Nothing do you. But in a situation that is, this first one I talk now for person wait there for the home country, when university come into the country. But some situation where you don't really arrive for the country, you can't say, the tuition fee too much, you understand, and the year is too much. How you want to do this thing? What you go do be say, you go first continue to go that school where they go. Then you go they apply for another school. You understand? Because I don't want to tell you, say, make you can't go pause that school now, can't apply for that school, can't they wait, make that one come out before you can go, change them for your DLI number using web form. Because as an international student here, you're only eligible to start on school for 150 days, no doubt. You understand? And you don't come as an international student, you go one day work. So for you to work here in Canada, you must enroll for classes. Full-time student, that is to say you have registered for 9 credit units before you go start the work for this country. So in a situation where you can't come here and say, due to say I don't want to go this school now, say make I just wait, apply for another admission. You don't violate your immigration, your immigration status here for Canada. I don't know if you understand when they talk. So you need to, they go that school where they go, you apply for that school. When your admission can't come out, before you can do that change of school, change the DLI number. Because you can't go say, you don't want to go that school, make you just wait, make your admission come out, make I just use this opportunity. They work, they gather money, make I can use and they gather money so that my new admission come out, I go just use and switch school. My brother, it go over you, not do that kind of thing. You're just violating your rules and you're just violating your immigration status for Canada all day. Because as they enter this country, they give you SIN number. That SIN number, where they give you, now in government go use know all the whole etc. and what don't they do for this country, whether it violate any rules and regulation for this country as your own status for this country. You understand? Because I don't see instance where person apply for, to come Canada here as a student. He don't finish work, students finish. He can't apply for postgraduate work permit. They denied him that postgraduate work permit. Why? Because now that time when they see they give 20 hours to work for Canada here, we go work only 20 hours for Canada here. But now they don't give 40 hours depending on when you apply your visa. Now that time when they give 20 hours, you understand? This guy can't go they do Uber, they work more than 60 hours a day, a week. When he can't apply for this permanent postgraduate work permit, they denied him. Because say they can't tell and say, Oga, we don't check your record. They do Uber, reach 60 hours. Even if you go there, you can get A+, you get first class, you graduate with first class, concern them. Normally they talk say, they do this thing, they give you that 20 hours so that you concentrate for your study. You understand? But you don't even concern them if you even graduate with first class. Then they say, if they work 80 hours, it doesn't even affect your study. You concern them. Obey the rules and regulations guarding their immigration status. You feel me? So this thing now, why they try talk, they say, if you don't get the admission and if you say you want change school and you never enter Canada, it is advisable make you do one from your home country because there's no point coming to this country, can't say they hope, say make you they work, they pay, make you they gather money, go pay your new tuition fee, say no one go that old school, it go just over you. You understand? And depending on when your admission letter won't come out. So that's why it's more preferable to your country, they apply for this admission before it come out, then you go constantly they move them, they come. How many years can I stay in Canada to get permanent residency? This thing not be by how many years you want to stay now. When you finish your school, let's say you arrive Canada now, you don't come finish school. You do your this thing. You did the one that least healthcare aid now. You did a 1 year program. After you're done with that 1 year program, you apply for postgraduate work permit, which means you don't already spend 1 year. Now you apply for your postgraduate work permit. Now they give you postgraduate work permit to work for 3 years before you apply for your PR. But inside that 3 years, you can only work for 6 months. Then you apply for that PR. Now this thing depends on your visa officer handling your own case when you don't apply for your permanent residency. Which simply means say you don't school for 1 year, they don't work for 6 months, which is 1 year, 6 months. If you can apply after 1 year, 6 months, you go get them within 2 months, within 3 months, depending. But at least the maximum, highest 2 years. If you study well, you pass well, you graduate well, you apply your permanent, your postgraduate work permit, you get them within 6 months, you work, you apply. Highest within 2 years, you don't get your PR, or 3 years, you don't get your PR, depending on your visa officer. But minimum, I don't see some people say when never even graduate from school, say they get their permanent residency. Those ones they did to healthcare aid. Some Asian guys like that, they come into the country, they were lucky enough to get full-time job from one company where they work for. So say for the country, I don't know why this healthcare aid, they just give them more preference. Maybe probably because of say they take care of their own old people for a year. That's why they give them that preferential treatment. I don't know, Sha. But then they inside school, apply for that permanent residency, and then get them before they even graduate from school. It is possible. You understand? And it can take you maybe like 3 years. And this thing self depend on your province so a day. And they talk this thing because of saying my province, Manitoba here, or maybe it goes Saskatchewan, all those Prince Edward Island, where they very easy to get a permanent residency. But some persons now don't they go there for Toronto because in a big city. So you go there 6 years there, no permanent residency for you, my brother. This one no be play. Why? Because they don't choke for that province. They even like they want to pursue people from that place come out. And to the really pursue people from that place, they don't even reduce the way they give permanent residency there. You understand? Sometimes if they there 6 years, your permanent residency the way I apply, no even come out. So I always advise people, if you be newbie for this country, where they come into Canada, make you try go provinces where they very, the standard of living, sorry, how will I even put it? The ease at which you get a permanent residency, it's very easy to get a permanent residency. And secondly, as a newbie where you come, to carry too much money come. One go where they pay too much house rent. If you see for my province now, where they pay like $1,600 for 2 bedroom, two baths, or maybe $800 for 1 bedroom, 1 bath. They go for Toronto. That same amount where they pay 800 here, you go to pay like 3,000 here. Nobody you want. So you won't go where the life pace they low and the cost of living there they low. So that in fact, if you don't even graduate from school, you can't apply for your PR, you get your PR. If you decide to say, okay, you won't go to the big city, go flange, or maybe you were a big city person before you can go there. But always go to smaller city like Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Prince Edward Island, Alberta, Newfoundland, those kind of places. Now there, if you go, everywhere go easy for you. And if you are starting your application, never starting your application, avoid all those big cities. And if you want to do your application now, due to all these new rules where they bring now, you avoid this province, British Columbia, because they don't even give admission now. So there's no point where you go even apply there. They don't even give admission. They are cutting out international students for 2 years. So if they apply to schools now, avoid British Columbia when setting in your application. And if you say, you need to go to this big city, or you want Faji, you don't come from Lagos, so those kind of Lagos gay lifestyle there, but they say, if you can go province where nothing they solve. Then if you decide to say, okay, you won't go big province, if they look into going to Calgary now those old boy city, better city, and the life there, they okay, the cost of living there, they all right, and the living expenses there too, they moderate. You go feel, go there, everywhere go surgery for you. That's if you feel say, you won't go gay lifestyle, you don't want there for those darling city, you won't go where it they bubble. You understand? So I'll be reading out more questions, then we'll call it a day. Let me see, what is this guy saying? This guy said, thank you very much. Say, I had issue with my no. But what if my husband and my relative? I don't even know what this guy is saying. Say, good evening, please. If my visa happen to be approved this January, can I come in February? But my resumption time is September. You see, this thing don't put many people for problem. Where your admission now, they don't give you admission now. Like what this person is saying that if I get my visa by January and my resumption date is September, can I come by February? My brother, I go over you. No, they do that kind of mistake. Now your agent now, we don't give you that visa. Don't say, no worry, maybe before your school resume, now make you go there, go the hustle money before your school resume, make you gather enough money, make you before you come school resume, you can't pay your tuition fee. My brother, they don't design this system in such a way, say, you know, if you do all those kind of things. It's already stated in that your this thing, visa, say, before you can work here, I must have enrolled for classes as a full-time student. For you to not make you know there for that red zone, you must, in fact, if you go to IRCC portal, they said, before you come to Canada as a student, you must come 1 month before your resumption date. At least. So is it at least? At most 1 month before your resumption date. Maybe at least, at most 1 month before your resumption date. That is to say, if your resumption date is now March, or maybe say April 29th, so you go arrive Canada here March 29th. Because you can't go, they come, say they come 1-2 months before your resumption date. They can't go, they ask you question. You go over you, my brother. They go say, you know, see the rules and regulation guarding your migration status. They fit send you go back. So to avoid all those kind of problem, all those kind of things, come 1 month before your resumption date. And also, if they don't give you your visa, or maybe your visa date delayed, you can't they come months, you can't they come like 2 months after your resumption date. That one they fair based on say if you get tangible excuse, then say okay, then delay your visa. But in such situation, make sure say you don't register your courses before you leave your home country, and probably pay maybe part payment of your tuition fee. Make you no go reach port of entry now. They come, they ask you how far. Okay, your school has resumed 2 months after resumption day. Why are you coming now? You said they delay your visa. Okay, fine. Have you registered for your courses to show how serious you are? You can't they scratch hand for head, my brother. They don't will let you go back. Oh. To avoid all those kind of mistake, make you know go register your courses if they delay your visa to before you enter the country, so that everywhere go jolly for you. Advice for getting part-time job in Ontario. I got admission for masters in Lambton, Sarnia. If you want to, in fact, if you're still in your country, I don't know where are you calling from? Why are you Nicholas C? If you're in, I don't know any part of the world you are, maybe you're in Nigeria or maybe in the shores of Africa, anywhere you're watching me from. If you are still in your home country and you are expecting to get a part-time job here in Canada when you arrive as an international student, what I advise you to do, make sure say you carry your driver's license come this country, because that's a very important document to get job for here. Seriously. When I arrived in Canada, I stayed 2 months if I got my own job. Although I got my job without license. Assuming I applied for my license earlier on, I forget my job before that time. So for you to be ahead of your own mates, for you to be ahead of those most international students, you need to come with your driver's license. Because for this country, you see cleaner job, they will be asking you for your license to do cleaner job, and I will explain why. And most health jobs like this, most support work, I would say most support works. Do you understand? Health related works, or maybe support works, or maybe non-clinical support work, they will ask you for your license. Why? Because let's say for instance now you didn't do support work. Now your work now to take care of old people, and what you understand, say those old people, they need sometimes to go buy things for them. Sometimes they need to go on sightseeing. Sometimes they during winter, they know if you come out, they want to make you go shopping more, go buy things for them, come, and you get license. And sometimes now they will say, okay, some of your colleagues fit call off sick for duty, like okay, they don't want to come to the emergency, say they know they don't want to come today, they will need somebody to go replace them for that place. And you when you can't get license, I don't have my license, so I go use bus delay all those kind of things. Those are necessary excuses, the thing that they avoid. So that's why they want you to get your license. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, or am I talking too fast? Do you understand? So you need your license so that you be ahead of your mates when applying for this job, because you might pass the interview and the last question they'll be asking you, do you have your license? Most especially all those support work. In fact, I don't even apply one work that time when I come Canada. Yeah, I apply one cleaning company like that. The cleaning company, they get contract. When if you just go, they'll give you a contract. Say, we just go one place like that, maybe 2 hours drive. We can go clean one big organization or something. They will just pay now. We can go clean now. In a situation where you don't get motor or you don't get license, in fact, not even the car safe. If you don't have that license, because most companies sometimes will provide for you that your car where you go for that parole. They just need you to get that license. Yes, Nigerian license. I get you. Does Nigerian license is very transferable now. Sure. And what you understand is now your Nigerian license. Why I'm saying you should come with your license, not that you come here cannot get Canadian license straight out. You be ahead of your mates in such a way that if you come here, all you just have to do is go book your knowledge test. Once you do your knowledge test, you submit this your Nigerian license, then book your road test. Then you go do your road test. Once you pass, they give you your license. But if you're not coming with your license, after your knowledge test, you have to wait for at least 9 months to 1 year. Let's say 9 months, approximately 9 months, before you can, before you can actually, book your road test. How you won't come to wait for 9 months where you won't come, you need to work within 9 months, my brother, and a very long period, though. You understand? So come with your Nigerian license, it is transferable. You can actually transfer it. So after you do your knowledge test, you pass your knowledge test, you book your road test, you pass your road test, then you can actually get your license. They can give you your license. But that being said, if you come with this your Nigerian license, before you even do any knowledge test or your road test, you are actually eligible to drive with this your Nigerian license for 3 months. And one thing I want to also advise you is, before you even think of coming to Canada, this knowledge test, I don't see persons who don't write and 3-4 times they fail them. You understand? So you start practicing from your home country. I think I did a video on that, on how to go buy your license. I did a video on that on how to get your license. That is the past question and answer online. Maybe I have to send the link. I don't know whether I can write up the link and send here. Let me see. I don't know. I did a video on that on how to I sent the link too. where you can go, you get the license, they practice, so that you practice on how to do that knowledge test, so that if you just dey arrive the country straight up, you don't go book your knowledge test right time. You understand? Because you might come to the country now and say, okay, let me book my knowledge test. God forbid, if you go right on the first time, you fail, and based on say you no practice, or maybe say one day, will take you time due to that time factor and everything, to avoid those wastage of time and everything, to come and start practicing for that knowledge test before you go write it. So you just start preparing from your home country, before you arrive here, book your knowledge test and your road test, you write them, you go pass, and everything will be all right for you. Another document, if you come into the country, but because most persons don't even know about this information, if you come into the country, there are some documents you need to get in place before you even start applying for jobs, like your police report, if you are going for support work, your police report, your adult and child abuse, very important, your adult and child abuse certification. You go their office, they will just check your record, whether you don't molest anybody or any child or any adult. They just want, check your record. But you, when they come into the country new, you never do any kind of thing like that. Your police report, your adult and child abuse. Then probably sometimes they might be asking for your CPR and first aid certification. That is if you are going for those health-related sector. And here in Canada, you can apply for that CPR and first aid. It's a one-day course. You just apply. I think it's around $100. You apply. Once you apply, they will teach you that day. Then you write your exam. Once you write your exam, they'll give you your certification. Then you'll be good to go. Then with your license, my brother, with all these documents, forget all those things where people talk, say work no day. If you get all these documents, especially that license, you go get job. I was watching a video, it was a couple of days ago, where you see a job fair in Toronto, where they were actually, they brought out this vacancy at the airport, Toronto airport, where people want to apply. Thousands of people go there, they apply for this same job. Most of those people there, if you check out, most of them don't even have the information about how this thing go. They don't hear say job fair they there, they don't go to submit CV. I want to also urge you, the way you arrange your CV really matter. And I also do the video on that. You understand? Your CV, they really matter. Now, if you say you don't work for Access Bank, you don't work for Zenith Bank as a manager, you don't work for Guinness World Record as a security man, you don't work for WW WrestleMania as a gatekeeper, you can't pack all of them, go put for one CD. My brother, no any agency won't look at those things, or no employee won't look at those things. They are not impressed by all those things. You cannot impress anybody with all those your job description. If they send a sheet, they want say they pack sheet for this company. Put in a sheet, they pack for that your CV. You give them everything they want look like this before they give you that job. In a situation where you can't, they put say you be manager, you be this one, you be that one, you won't impress them. They impress anybody. They will just carry that CV, they will throw away and go one corner. Sure, they feel me. So just put that in where you say if they construct your CV. And I also did a video on that on my YouTube channel. I don't know whether now they follow me for YouTube or now they see all those videos while they post. I don't know, because most of these questions when people they ask me, I don't really do all this video post them, probably because people know they share them or they know they watch the video. Now you can make the thing come be like that. You understand? So you just go there, you watch the video on how to do your CV. I did a sample. I gave a sample of CV on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook channel. I give the CV sample on how to go about your CV, how to arrange your CV and everything. I even did a video on how to each step. I explain each step. So you just go there, grab the information you need, and everywhere go jolly for you. Does learning French help? Learning French help if you're applying for jobs in Quebec. Say Quebec, for Canada here, Quebec now those French-speaking Canadians. You understand? So if you want to apply for jobs in Quebec, then top notch. Learning French would be very good for you. But for other provinces that are, they speak English, I don't know whether it's a plus for you. But if you want to learn it, fine. Because known as this word they go, if you be say life, you carry, you enter that Quebec or something, and give you advantage to say you get that French language. So I'll be reading one or more questions, then we'll wrap it for the day. And if you have any questions, you just they comment, and I'll be glad to reply to any question you have. You understand? And once I want to chip in, all those agents now don't tell say as the matter don't tie rapper like this now. All this matter don't tie rapper. No, now as a visitor, you can actually convert your visitor visa to work visa or student visa. But the way this thing they go now, that your agent don't tell you say, no worry, they go there on the visitor visa, you go seek asylum. You don't see as the thing the matter they be now. You share the matter, they don't tighten their board and everything. That agent of darkness now don't they deceive you, say carry visitor visa come. If you are watching me live now and that agent don't deceive you, say carry visitor come, no worry, if you come, you go start the work. Now lie you, big lie you. Now lie you. Many people. In fact, I watched a video. Was yesterday? Somebody died out of cold. A Kenyan lady for one camp like that. That said she seek asylum. This woman died. No be saying anything. She died for Canada here all day. So we have to be very careful. If that agent don't tell you say make you come here come seek asylum, fine. It might even be possible for you to seek the asylum. But after that asylum, my brother, the thing where you know what they expect you go to see you, and I will explain that for you. One thing you understand is this asylum everything. If you come here, if you go school for free, yeah. I have somebody here that is staying in Toronto. He seeked asylum when he arrived here on a visitor visa. So the government they pay him $700 every month. $700 every month. I think $731, so around $731 every month. Now they don't collect this guy passport. You understand? And now they go free school. Now check out, say you and your friends come here. Your friends come here on a student visa. You come on a visitor visa. Come go to seek asylum. Now after like 2-3 years, your guys don't get permanent residency. After like 5 years, don't get their citizenship. They don't get better job. They work, They tour the world, they enjoy themselves. Fine, if you don't they go to school here, you don't they work, you enjoy yourself, but you don't feel leave the country. You might be stuck in this place for like 10-15 years due to say waiting, they collect that your passport. So that run say they do say you won't go seek asylum. Now very wrong move. Very wrong move. Because if they collect your passport, even your neighboring country here, where as I did like this, where if you just apply for this visa now, Piam, I don't go US. Your neighboring country where they give visa free, where they Canada, where they give visa, like you go figure your visa sharp. You know go even figure why? Because you don't have any passport to apply. You go they make that money, but you be stuck in one place. You can't they regret say how far I know. So to avoid that kind of matter, no go that place, no go that asylum. If you even decide, I go even advise you say you don't even come here. I know the advice you wait in Nigeria, make you go there apply for visitor visa. Or maybe if you apply for visitor visa, make you know say you get other plan B. When you arrive here, you convert into student visa or work visa. If people say you don't inside the country now, the agent don't deceive you now, you don't go apply that visitor visa. You can't reach here now, you can't see nobody they see as the matter be. My brother, for you to go to seek the asylum, you better self women funya for here. Better make you go find one citizen self, marry. Make you see your paper sit there with you so that you will feel leave the country, come back anytime. Because no what it be, that your passport what it be. When they collect them for your hand, you go they make that money, but you know if you leave go anywhere. And until they hear your own matter. And the funniest thing what they even happen now among our international students, now those ones who they try to go they seek asylum as a student here. I don't he over one of them, was it not last month? He over one. You bring your bank statement over 35 million naira. Tell the visa officer, say, I get money to sponsor myself. You provide bank statement, you provide your home tie. Say, I get enough money for my home country. That is to say, your home tie is trying to tell the visa officer that you have enough money in your home country, or you have an asset in your home country that if you're done studying, you're going back to your home country. Not that you're using student as an avenue to really leave your country. You understand? And the meaning of that home tie, you provide home tie when you submit your visa. Now, you don't provide home tie of maybe 30 or 40 million naira. Your bank statement of 30 or 40 million naira to prove the visa officer say you feel they capable of taking care of yourself here for Canada. Now, when you can't enter, I don't know which juju can't enter your head. I be now village people follow you from there, come here as an international student. You can't fix an asylum, you will go seek. My brother, he over one like this last month. That one now, they don't send that. In fact, now, the asylum, he no see. The other, the student visa, they don't cancel that one. Now, you might come as a visitor for this country. If you decide to seek asylum, they feel neglect that pattern for you. But this one, I want you to understand, if they seek asylum, it will take some time before they will hear your own case. You understand? They'll first collect your passport, you go normal school, then they'll give you work permit, you go they work normal before they can't hear your own case. But this one, they don't even need to hear any case. When they just look in statements, see this one carry money, see home time, everything, you can't seek asylum, and they don't send you. And what this government call them, they call them fraud. Fraud. Important question. My dad is my sponsor. Is bank statement enough, or I have to show mine? You see, this thing there two ways. I will explain this thing, how this thing goes. You see, if you're using your dad's as your sponsor here in Canada, it is okay. This thing sometimes really depend on your age. And this thing, nobody everybody will tell you, even though your visa officer, they no go tell you, they just want to chop that your money. You understand? Using your dad's statement, which that has the same surname with you, is okay and fine. But if it's possible for your dad to put that money in your own account, it will be top notch. Why? Because I've seen instances here where people come here as sponsorship. Like some people come here to, like their parents come here to sponsor them, or maybe they have sponsor to come here to come and study here in Canada. So when they finally got to Canada here to come study, after like first semester, though their sponsors cut ties with them, those ones can't be stranded for here. You understand? As they stranded for here, they don't count on liability for the country. And this government, they see all this thing. You understand? So without those kind of matter where they go around like this, they are too sometimes skeptical about giving you that is coming with sponsors. But I'm not saying that they're not giving sponsorship visa, they give you. But for you to be at the safer side, if you can actually, 27 years, if they can actually put that money into your own account, then fine. But if that thing are your last resort, then you just use it like that, then they pray to God, everything go dey all right for you. So long as say you use the bank statements where the money dey enough, and they arrange the money in such a way that you convince the visa officer. For instance, now, if your dad is working, then the proceed of his work, like say he's working in an access in a company like Access Bank now. Every month, the money they reflect, say, okay, this is the money I'm receiving from this Access Bank. Or maybe he has a business, then he back it up with a CAC, that is that certification that, okay, this is my business. Then you submit to those documents. And if, mind you, if you want to submit this your sponsor's account, try to get, what is it called? If your dad has a business, he should submit his CAC together with this sponsorship account. Or maybe if he's working, then you need to write down a letter. You have to get his employment letter. She understand. Say, okay, this is where I'm working from. This is where I'm working, and this is where the money is coming from. Because I've seen instance where they denied somebody visa. He used the sponsor's account. A lady, she used the sponsor's account. They denied her visa. Why? Because the money that was in the account was enough, and she arranged it in such a way that they really convinced the visa officer. But the problem was she did not indicate what the sponsor was doing. Now they don't receive money, just they come in, they leave the account. When this money they come out, they come. How the money they come? You need to prove to the visa officer, this is how the money is coming from. This is what my sponsor is doing. She understand. So everywhere go jolly for you. You understand? Yes, now a Kenyan lady where they seek asylum, she died. Exactly. If you go online, just browse the Kenyan lady that died of recent here in Canada out of code. Now code kill this lady. She died. I think I was when I was watching I was scrolling through my TikTok. I'm sorry, my Twitter. I think I saw that news on Twitter. So you just go. The news is there. If you just go search, you go hear them seriously. And she came here to seek asylum due to the code. In fact, if you see all these people they day for, if you see all these guys are staying outside the code, if you see all these guys are staying outside the code, it is not easy here if you're coming on a visitor visa. And what you understand with this visitor visa that I keep telling people is that you don't have access to many things here. One, to open bank account here is a problem. You to get job here is a problem. You cannot open a bank account, even to rent apartments here, because no any a landlord will want to give you an apartment here. Why? Because you know, as a visitor here, you're eligible to stay in the country only for 6 months. Then you have to leave the country and come back again. Even they give you a 10 years visa, a visitor visa. You have to stay in the country only for 6 months. You leave and you come back. You leave and you come back. And most of these landlords here, they want to sign an agreement for 1 year here in Canada. She understand. So in a situation whereby you come on a student visa, the thing you can actually do is just, go and stay in a hotel or stay in an Airbnb. And in a situation whereby you came to Canada here with just few funds, like you don't have enough funds in your account or you don't have enough money to cater for yourself here. I don't know where you want to start from because you cannot even work here. And once you understand the Airbnb here, before you close your eye, open your eye, your money for Airbnb is gone. You become stranded. And secondly, to even start, processing that paper for those asylum seeking and everything, you don't have anywhere to go because this country, you are your own. Nobody send you for this country, you're your own. And this period, during this winter period. So I do urge anybody that is coming here on a visitor visa, have a plan B to either convert your student visa to your visitor visa to work visa or your visitor visa to student visa. So that everywhere go jolly for you. Avoid that urge from that agent. We don't tell you, say, come here, you can find work. No work for you as a visitor. You might get lucky. Maybe you might be lucky to say you have somebody here in Canada already that will keep you in her apartment or in his apartment. You stay there, try to navigate the system for you and everything. Or maybe try to find a spouse for you or something like that. But if you're coming on your own, it is very risky. Do not venture into that. It is very risky. It is very risky. In fact, one of my church members, that guy's around 9 years here in Canada now. He came on a student visa. Sorry, on a visitor visa. He came on a visitor visa 9 years ago. As I'm telling you, that guy don't have a job here. Secondly, that guy is stranded. Thirdly, any day that guy say he can't even leave the country. Why? Because he overstayed his welcome in the country. And secondly, he violated all his home immigration status here. Which simply means anything that makes him to want to go book, even say, okay, he worked to those on that table job or those cash job now and gather enough money to say, okay, he want to book his flight ticket to go. He cannot even leave. Why? Because immediately you book their flight ticket at that port of entry or that airport, they will hold you. Oga, what have you been doing in this country for 9 years? Avoid that urge of coming to Canada on a visitor visa if you don't have a plan B. If you don't have a plan B. I don't always tell this thing for my video. Now, the simple truth be that. As a matter of fact, when I was in the shores of Africa, when I was in Nigeria, I was, how will I even put it? I nearly got into that trap. Thank God that visa was denied. I nearly got into that trap. And the funniest thing, when I was even coming, I had nothing on me. The agent deceived me that don't worry, once you get here, you start working, you start gathering enough money, you find a woman and marry. My brother, na lie, yo. Na lie. Thank God they even denied that visa for me. So if you're coming here, come here on a student visa, a permanent residency, or a work visa, so that everywhere go jolly for you once you enter the country. I'm not sure he will agree to put in his own. Sorry, I'm not sure he will agree to put in my own account because it's borrowed and returned. Okay. Oh man, this is so somehow. If you cannot return the money, so if you cannot use your own account, what I would advise you to do is use your dad's statement of account, but provide what your dad has been doing that's your home country. I don't know, are you from Nigeria? You provide what your dad is doing in that country. If your dad is working, then you need to provide his employment letter. And mind you, that bank statement must reflect that if my dad is working in Access Bank every month, how much is Access Bank paying me? That thing must reflect in that bank account. If my dad have a business, some of the business transaction must reflect in that account. And secondly, you need to provide your own bank statement. Why? Because you need to prove to the visa officer what you have been doing in your own country, regardless whether money is in the account or there's no money in the account. But you need to prove to the visa officer that you have been doing something in your own home country. That is the essence of that your own statement of account. Let's say, for instance, now you graduated from school since 2017 and you want to apply for masters now, 2023 or 2024. What have you been doing in your country since 2017 to 2024? You need to tell the visa officer, and to tell the visa officer, employment letter sometimes is not enough. So that your bank statement that will say, okay, I've been working in XYZ company, and this XYZ company have been paying me since 2017 to 2023. Or maybe you have worked for several companies and you just need only 6 months bank statement. Probably you just pick the last 6 months, the place you work for the last 6 months, you pick that this thing, and so that you reflect in your own bank statement. I don't know if you get what I mean. Even if there's money inside the account or there's no money inside the account, then you'll be good to go. Make sure that you provide your statement account and that of your dad, and everything will be okay for you. Which visa is best for a person who wants to work? The visa that is best for you if you want to work, normal now is work visa now, but the problem is getting that work visa now. That is the biggest hurdle. You understand? Because this LMIA jobs now, I think it's for those high-skilled laborers. Like, what I mean by high-skilled laborers, all those IT, personnel, all those health-related courses, those high health-related courses like nurses. But the nurse, if you haven't come here as an LMIA sponsored work visa, you need to get some certification before you can even practice here in Canada. But for IT, if you're into IT like software, I've seen guys who got jobs, remote jobs from the shores of Africa. They were working, and after like 2 years, then they asked for transfer. They transferred them here to Canada, and they came on an open work. And they came on a visa, when a work visa, not open work visa. They come on a work visa, not open work visa. Open work visa is for those dependent, people, those guys that are coming with their spouse. So their spouse is coming from here to Canada. They're coming on an open work visa. But you that is coming here on a transfer, you're coming on a normal visa, normal work visa. I don't know if I'm making sense. You're coming on a normal visa. So the best way for you to come here, if you want to come and work in Canada, you come as an international student. You can decide to study 1 year course here. And the thing is that if you see your tuition fee like 18,000 Canadian dollars, you're not paying everything at once. If you can at least gather yourself and sustain yourself here for like the money you're coming with from your country, you can sustain yourself here for like 6 months. That is pay your first semester tuition fee. Then you'll be good to go. Every year go jolly for you. Do you understand? So make sure that you come here on a student visa. And once you understand with students is that student visa here, if you're here on a student, you have the subsidized many things for you. You have many advantages as a student. Do you understand? And everywhere go jolly for you. Everything I say my yarn for this my video. My course has co-op second year. Is it based? What are my chances? Okay, say my co-op second year. Is it based? What are my chances of getting PR after? Your chances of getting PR after graduation, once you understand it with this PR of a thing, is if you do a course here, you don't break any rules and regulation here in Canada as an international student, your immigration status, then you finish that your year, you finish that your school. What I mean by breaking any rules and regulation is you don't overwork. They say maybe work for only 40 hours, or they say work for only 20 hours, then you went and overwork. Then you might break your immigration status here. That might affect your chance of getting your PR. In fact, it might even affect your chances of getting your postgraduate work permit. So if you don't break any rules and regulation here, let's say for instance you study a 1 year course, then they give you 3 years postgraduate work permit, then you work for only 6 months and apply. My brother, they will give you. You get a full-time job, you apply, they will give you, so long as you don't break any rules and regulation. Canada is a sweet country, one of the sweetest country, one of the easy country that has the easiest route to get PR. See my brother here, our neighbor here will be US. I called my guy because one of my friends, a Ghanaian, he's into all this information technology, information security rather. So this guy, when I called him, his wife was actually coming on an open work visa, that's a dependent visa. Could you imagine, as a master's student, the wife can't even work. But here for Canada, just the flanger. You as an international student, they even give you 40 hours to work here for Canada. Can you beat that? Now if somebody will come enter the country, you decide to say you want to go seek asylum as an international student. It is very bad and appalling. So we could just take careful. We just take careful. Do this and everywhere go jolly for us. There's an agent in Kenya that says it has a lawyer there that will give you a work permit. Can it be true? Avoid those agents. Those agents, I don't think it's true. Normally, we have agency here. We have migration lawyers that can, liaise with most of those LMIA companies, and they will get a job here. But if I want to even advise you, you can actually contact Admission Hub. You contact Admission Hub. They are here in Toronto. They are into agency, all this travel agency. They are here in Toronto. So you just contact them. If you have, I think they do help people with that want to convert their visitor visa to work visa or visitor visa to student visa. Admission, then HUB, admission hub. So you just contact them and they'll be in the best position to help you. Avoid all those agents, because I've seen instances where an agent say, don't worry, if you come here, I have a company here that will give you a job. When that guy, if mainly that guy just took his slide, that agent number went off up to today. Up to today. The luck that guy just had was he just got into the country as a visitor. He just fell in love with one white lady here, a citizen here. He got married and he got his citizenship straight up. So he was lucky. He might even be lucky if you do that kind of mistake. Do you understand? So just avoid that urge. Contact admission hub. They're in Toronto here, and those companies, they are reliable and trustworthy. They have done it for many people, converting their visitor visa to student visa, and everywhere will be okay for you. Do you understand? Kudos on the good job and simplicity in your communication. Thanks, bro. Obina. I have been saying some things on YouTube. People are complaining of housing crisis and blaming international students. What do you feel about the attitude towards students? No. See, once you understand, nobody's though there might be not even housing issue. The housing issue is the least of the problem. What people are actually complaining now is that the work, the employment, getting that job now. They say the international students are, they are more than enough in the country that, the job opportunities here has reduced drastically. And which is somehow true and somehow not true. If you arrange your CV well and bring the necessary documents, especially like your license that I told you earlier, everywhere will jolly for you. Avoid all those things. They hear, they say. Avoid all those things. There's nothing like housing issue. Like for this, my province now, I think I've stayed in 3 apartments within a space of 1 year. I moved to 3 different apartments because I went to the first one. I didn't like the apartment. I had to, because I had this good connection with the first place I stayed. Because they normally, if you want to rent an apartment here, they will, get they need to get a referee from your previous landlord. So I had a good relationship with my previous landlord. I stayed in 3 different apartments. So I don't know where this is coming from, that they say the housing issues, having issues here. What I see that's having problem here now is these job opportunities, which if you apply your CV well and with time and patience, you go get job, land a good job. So avoid all those naysay online. Really they happen. Help me with your Facebook link. My Facebook is just Victor Ugumba. VICTOR UGWUMBA. I think maybe I'll send it on my description now. Once I'm done with this video, I'll send it on my description. I think I'll have to be rounding this video now because I have work to go to. Let's see how much you how much you should have in your bank account for a visitor visa for 8 days in Canada. I'm from Macau, China, and I got declined on my first attempt despite having 10K and showing. See, one thing with this the visitor visa is that if there's no specific amount of money you should have in your account. It really depends on how long you are staying in Canada. And if you say you have 10K in your account, you are just coming on an 8 days visa, you should have gotten that visa because 10K is more than enough for you. So what I advise you to do is order your GCMS note. You know the main reason why they deny you that visa. If you're watching me, Ivan, Steven, if you're watching me, you have to order your GCMS note to know the main reason. Do not set in any application again because staying 8 days in Canada here with 10,000 Canadian dollars is more than enough. In fact, that your 10,000 Canadian dollars, you can even use it for at least 1 month here. What is 1 month? You can use that because if you want to stay in an apartment or in an Airbnb here for, let's say, a month, let's say 900, you understand? Every month, okay. I think that 10K, because with the exchange rate, let's do the calculation. Airbnb here, let's say on an average is 900 on an average. 10 days is like 9K. Then you have to eat. No, sorry, my brother, that 10K, I think in fact, order your GCMS note, but for my calculation, I think that 10K is not enough because if you are staying here for 8 days, let's say on an average, now depend on your province, let's say on an average here, Airbnb on an average here, let's say 800 to 900. In fact, let's say 1,000 Canadian dollar on an average for a month. And for 10 months, it's like 10K. You use that 10K now for 10 months. And you say you're staying for 8. In fact, is it 8 days or 8 months? Let me see. I can't even see. No, 8 days. 8 days is more than enough, my brother. 10K. Just order your GCMS note. I thought you say 8 months. 8 months. 10K is more than enough, my brother. Order your GCMS note to know the main reason why they deny that visa. Order your GCMS note and everywhere will be okay for you. Order your GCMS note. They told me in the generic note. That is the generic note. That's automated letter. They declined me because they believe I don't have enough money. No, order your GCMS note. You know the main reason. Order your GCMS note. That thing are just automated later, and AI they generate those later. Those things are just automated later. Order for your GCMS note, and I did a video on that, on how to order your GCMS note, so that you get the main reason why they deny that visa. Probably they might deny that visa because of that statement of account you provide. You not provide how that money came into the account. Believe me when I tell you this. Why? Because there's one of my friends, as I said earlier, they denied her that visa. Why? Because they denied him that visa. Why? Because he did not provide. He used the sponsor's account. He did not provide what the sponsor was doing. What they brought us from that generated later, those automated later, was he doesn't have enough money to take care of himself here in Canada. But he had around like 40 to 50,000 Canadian dollar, which was more than enough. So when he ordered the GCMS note, then he really found out that, oh, this thing was because of they didn't know how this money came into my sponsor's account. So you need to order their GCMS note to know how much, what the problem really is. Is it possible to secure housing before? Yeah, I secured my house before I arrived in Canada. Yeah, depending. You go to kijiji.ca, you secure your house. Go to kijiji.ca or Facebook Market. There are many houses there, and I want to advise you: do not pay any money online. Tell them that, okay, if they tell you that, see, you have to pay the money first before you arrive. No, send the agreement letter, I will sign. So that when I get here, I'll give you cash. No carry your money, go give anybody online. No, me tell you that one. There are genuine ones, but all these fraudsters don't too much for as the matter they be. So avoid that urge of going online to pay any money. Because when I arrived here in Canada, the landlady just sent me the agreement for my signed. I told her that. She said, will I pay cash or I should do e-transfer? I said, no, I'm going to give her cash when I come into the country because I'm afraid of all this fraudster on the internet. She said, okay, no problem. She sent me the file. I signed. I sent it back to her. She signed. She gave me a copy. So when I arrived, I just called her. She gave me a number via WhatsApp. So when I arrived, I just called her because when I even arrived, she was out of town. So she just have to give the key to my neighbor, one Yoruba lady. So I just got there. I collected the key. I got in. I gave her the money when she just came back from her trip. So don't give anybody your money. And go to kijiji.ca. You will get enough housing there. Which province is not much expensive and a bit hot? Hey. Okay. I think try Alberta. Alberta is not expensive. Canada generally is cold. I would have said go for try Alberta. Alberta is not that cold. Even Calgary is not that cold. And they are not expensive city. If you want to go to a very big city that is not expensive and is not that cool, go to Calgary or Alberta. Thank you. Okay, no problem, Steven. Do they do rent and deposit? Rent and deposit. I don't know what you mean, Nicholas. Do they do rent and deposit? What do you mean by that? How they do their rent here is just you pay per month. You just deduct the money from your bank account when you are filling your form. When you get into the court, why I did mine was I told her I'll be giving her cash. Because of my own situation. Normally here in Canada they don't accept cash. Landlords don't accept cash here in Canada. If you're already in Canada, what they do, you just give them your bank this thing. You just I think you have to swipe your bank details. You have to take your bank details so that every month they'll just be deducting the money from your account. Why they did that was because I was actually not in Canada, so I was scared of fraudsters. So that's why I just had to give her cash, like rent and 1 month extra. No. What you are doing is you are paying rent for 1 month and security fee. Now your security fee is like half of your rent. Let's say for instance now your rent is 500 Canadian dollar here in Canada, so you are paying 750. Your 250 is refundable. That is if you are inside the apartment after your stay in the apartment, you did not spoil anything or you not destroy anything, then they'll give you back your $250. And if you destroy anything, maybe depending on how severe that thing is, they might deduct something from that your $250. Then they'll give you the rest. Like when I left my apartment, because it was a house inside a room. And I want to even advise you, if you're coming here to Canada, do not go for all those apartments when you are a newbie to Canada because it's quite expensive compared to those houses inside a room. If you want to search go for house inside a room. And what I will be doing now, I think I even did a video where I even shared, I don't know, depending on if you're coming to my province, we have this WhatsApp group for Nigerian students where they help those ones that are yet to come into Canada, both for, visa application, they give information about what is going on in Canada and how to, get accommodation for here in my own province, Nigerian students here in my province. So I think I'll do another video and send the video. Just expect that video. I did a video on my Facebook where I shared the link of the WhatsApp group. So I'll do another video on my YouTube probably by tomorrow, and I'll share it on my YouTube channel where you can actually get the number. The link and join the WhatsApp group. That if you're coming to my own province, Manitoba here, then you just join the group and they'll help you with accommodation issue. And the thing is that the thing is very useful to most people, because when I shared that link on my Facebook channel, most people that actually came here through visitor, it was so helpful to them. Why? Because if you come here on a visitor visa, you're not eligible to rent an apartment. Yes, I said earlier, you're not eligible to rent an apartment. So what those guys do is that they'll go and contact most international students from that group chat, say, oh, how far are you? Let's rent an apartment so that we share. They write up on every agreement to be on your name, because you're an international student and are eligible to rent house here. So the international student will just rent house, then the visitor will just come and join, so that the visitor visa, the person that is on the visitor visa will just be paying the international student, and they'll be good to go. But I'm not saying she come here as a visitor. They had in mind that when they get here as a visitor, they will convert to student visa, because I think it's quite easy here in Canada, if you're in Canada, to convert your visitor visa to student visa. You understand? So I'll be sharing the link. I don't know if I'm talking too fast. If I'm talking too fast, you just call my attention. Do they do rent and deposit? That is okay. I've answered this question. Which province had the higher job opportunity for new migrant? What you understand is they hire the job opportunity. They hire the job opportunity. They hire the living expenses. I would say Toronto have one of the most highest job opportunities, because there are many, factories there. There are many companies there in Toronto, one of the biggest cities here. But the issue is that if you're paying that, it's just like Lagos lifestyle. You're working and you're paying bills. You're working and you're paying bills. You're working and you're paying bills. So it's not better off you just go to places where that you get that job opportunity and you have your peace of mind. The pace of life is easy. You pay that rent and you get enough money, to save up for your tuition fee. It's not about how the job opportunity is. It's how the living expenses in that province will help you navigate into the system. Please don't forget, I need to join that WhatsApp group. Okay, what I have is for Manitoba. I don't have that of Toronto. So maybe I'll share the link there. Maybe just contact anybody there, because some persons that have been in that group might have left the group, or maybe that might have left this province and maybe moved to Ontario. Maybe they started from Manitoba here. Maybe they have moved to Ontario, or maybe another different province. So what I'll do is that I'll do another video, then I'll share the link with the new video I'll be doing probably by tomorrow, because I'm already running out of time now. So I'll be rounding up this video. Yeah, if you have any question, just comment on the comment section, and when I have that enough chance, I will look into the message and I'll reply you. I'll give you a direct message, direct reply. And if you're watching me on Facebook, or maybe you're watching me on YouTube, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell for more updates like this. That is, you're finding value from this video. Remember, when the vision is clearer and the understanding is 100, you always take the full advantage, because your instinct is always right. I will see you guys in my next video. I'm not a visa agent. Many people no go to chat you online. I'm just here to share useful information. We go jolly your visa when next time you apply. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.